what it's like to be a senior. I've gotten asked this question a lot of times by a lot of younger kids, and it's that being a senior in high school has a lot of pros and a lot of cons that go with it. And when I started my senior year, it felt weird because when I was younger, I used to always look up to the older kids, the kids that were up in the grades above me, my older cousins, and I used to just think, when am I ever going to get there? I'm so young, I'm never going to get to that age, you know? And then my parents and family, friends, they always told me that don't rush it away. And I never understood what they meant by rush it away until I finally got older, that I started to realize that everything goes by so fast. But I still don't quite get that how something can go by so quick. Like, I don't get it. It just seems like yesterday I was in like third grade with all my friends. It's just mind-boggling. But being a senior, it's a good feeling because for so long we were all younger than now we're the oldest students in the school. We're not the youngest anymore. We used to always say, oh well, there's always kids older than us, but now we're the oldest. And as our year started to go along, it hit around January, which is like, that's roughly halfway done with your year. And that's when it finally started to hit me that, wow, I'm halfway done my senior year, my last year of high school ever. And it made me think a little bit, because it made me think back to my junior and years before, that at the end of those years, it was just an end of every year. I would just think, okay, well, I'm done. I'm going to go on to the next year. I'll be back here in September. But this year it's different because I won't be back here in September. And it's a weird feeling, but it's a good feeling at the same time, because it's been a long journey that has been fun. I wouldn't want to do it any other way. But being a senior has also told me a lot that I need to be better at planning. It just teaches you things. It teaches you things that you're going to have to start getting ready to be an adult, go to college, start going to work, just things like that. And then all of a sudden we hit about March and the coronavirus came around. This was something that we never even thought would be a problem around our area. We never thought that it would hit our area, let alone close our school. And what I mean by that is that it was about March 15th, I think, roughly around there, when I got the call saying our school was going to be closed for roughly a month. And at first I was like, okay, that's not bad. It's just a month off school. That's not bad. I thought, okay, that's a good thing. But then I got to realize that I only have like 4 months left of school. And that's 1 month that I don't get to go do. I won't get to experience it. I'll have to sit home and do all my work there, which it sucked, honestly, because those last few months were the months that are like, those are your best months. You're getting near the end. You're thinking of graduation. You got your prom and all that, and now at this time we didn't know whether we were going to have any of that. We thought we were still going to go back to school beginning of May and April, and then as we hit the middle of April, things weren't getting any better. They were getting worse. So we finally got the call eventually saying that our school was going to be closed for the rest of the school year. And that was a call that I kind of knew we would be getting, but I was just dreading getting it because I was hoping I could finish out my senior year actually going to school with my friends, seeing them every day, and actually being in school for the last day and walking out the doors for the last time, knowing that it was my last day, not knowing that. But through the whole thing, I lost a lot of things that taught me a lot of things. It sucked, but it taught me things. I lost baseball, which sucked, but then it taught me that I used to always take it for granted that I was just gonna have it. You know what I mean? I never thought, well, what if I don't have this? But now that I didn't get to do it, it makes me look at things a lot differently throughout my life. That I'm not gonna take advantage of things. I'll be able to it'll teach me that I have to appreciate things for what they are and not what I think they should be. But being a senior, it's taught me many life lessons, especially being on the times where we are right now. It has mainly taught me that you should never take anything for granted, ever. I know I've said that a lot, but that's basically what this whole senior year has taught me. It's taught me that cherish every moment you have with your friends in school, because those are some of the best years you're ever going to have. Now that I look back on it, those were my best years I've ever had in my life. And with that said, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, now that you've made it to this part in the video, you know a little bit about who I am and who I was during high school, what I like to do, what I did during my years at high school. And now I'll be able to talk to you about what it's like ending the way it did, or like what it's like to be done with high school. And the only word to describe it is it feels weird. It doesn't feel real. And the reason why I say that is because we didn't, like, class of 2020, we never got to finish our senior year the way we wanted. It was all, we went out of school thinking, well, we'll just go back, and we never did. So it's like there's a lack of closure in the sense that we never got to actually experience those last days, which it sucks, yes. But it feels good to be done, honestly. I mean, I would have liked to finish out school the old way with, like, going to school, but doing this whole online, I just want it to be over. The more I do it, the more I want it to be done with, just because it doesn't feel the same to me. It doesn't feel like high school. It doesn't. It just feels like, it almost feels like college, which it shouldn't feel like college because we're still in high school. But that's what it is essentially preparing us for, is college. But I mean, I don't know. It's just the lack of closure. I don't know. I don't like it. And I don't know. It's hard to describe, really. Just that the more people I talk to, all they say is, I'm sorry that it was taken from me. That shouldn't have happened. And I mean, they are right, but we didn't have any control over the matter. We had no control, and I just tried to make the best out of what we went through. And now I am done with high school for my life. And it's weird to think about, but it's the card I was dealt. I'm going to ride it as best I can. All right? Thank you. All my teachers, all my friends, thank you. Especially you, Miss North, when you're watching this. Thank you. And I'd just like to say, peace out, Al Sable Valley.